It has been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, there's only a few guys that can swing it and flip it like Joey Bats, Jose Bautista. And he's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. And don't give him anything he can drive.
Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And reined in, one away.
Batting second, the shortstop.
So one away here with the bases empty. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, with a sinker and a change in his arsenal, you know what he's going to try to do, and that's get ground balls. As a hitter, you've got to get him up in the zone.
Rizzo has room in foul territory. 2 down.
Batting third.
And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Josh Donaldson gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And that's through for a hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Edwin Encarnacion will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is an ideal start here so far in Game 1. You get the scoreless top half. And now, right away, you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
3-1, here it is. think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Jason Hayward will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
3-2.
He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Rips this one to first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And maybe a chance for our first run. He's in with a leadoff double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line, and that'll put him in a good position here with the runner on second and nobody out.
Chris Bryant comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Stroman comes set. Here's the 2-1. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Left field and deep. Looking up is Saunders. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Catcher,
Kyle Schwarber is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He pulls this one into right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
next for the Cubs.
Just an outstanding play out there by the outfielder, and the guy who appreciates it more than anybody is the pitcher, because if that drops in, you're looking at some trouble.
Standing in now, Dexter Fowler. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of it.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Jorge Soler heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Stroman's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
This is in the air to left. Saunders is under it. He's got it one away.
Now batting.
Addison Russell stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The second baseman.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Zobrist heading for second now. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. In now, Javier Baez. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
All even now, 2-2. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Pilar on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 3-0 game.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guys throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Into the box, Jason Hayward. And here's a ball hit in the air. Colabello is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 3, the Jays nothing. Kevin Pilar will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Hit well on the ground to first. Put the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
Now batting.
Troy Tulowitzki will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this will find the wall down near the 328 sign. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Josh Donaldson will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, it looked like he was trying to bounce that pitch on the 2-2 count, just get him to chase. But that was a good job to lay off that pitch and push the count forward.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
And this is something we'll see a lot with that cut fastball. Here it is again in show motion. When you hit a ball right below the label, you're going to get this 9 times out of 10.
Standing in now, Edwin Encarnacion changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Shot towards second, and that's through, a base hit. Tulowitzki will take the turn and head for home. The run scores from second. It's now a 3-1 ball game, and he's safe.
Well, he'd been doing a really good job of working corner to corner, but this is one of the first pitches we've seen that kind of found the middle of the plate, and it's going to cost him a run as this will wind up being an RBI double.
Standing in as the potential tying run, Jose Bautista, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Baez. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's the Cubs 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Edwin Encarnacion will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Here's a high pop-up. Zobrist is there for it. 1 down.
All right, fielder number 19.
Jose Bautista will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Chris Colabello comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the 9th. And that one's taken outside for a ball. Who walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Michael Saunders will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Eduardo Nunez will come on now and pinch run here. So a big moment here, and standing in, Devin Travis. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And they're going to get one back, and maybe both, as this is down for extra bases. The runner scores from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-3 game. And they will not get him at third. He's in there with 2 away as the winning run.
Well, there are probably some folks out in that parking lot that heard the roar and said, why did we try and beat the traffic? It's hard to say you blame them. Their guys were hanging by a thread, down by 2, but some 2-out, 2-strike magic has them tied here in the bottom half.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Oh, he is intimidating. There's no arguing that.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Kevin Pillar steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. Neil Ramirez will come on needing to get the final out here to send this one into extra innings. Struck him out, and the potential go-ahead run is left stranded at third. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Eduardo Nunez will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Addison Russell will start things out here in the 10th, and you have to figure this is not a position that he or anyone else on this team, for that matter, expected to find himself in.
Yeah, they had to figure they were home free, but just a dreadful job of sealing things up in the bottom of the 9th. And now they've got to find some way to put that inning behind them and go to work getting themselves at least a run here.
To 2-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. 2-2, here it is. Swing and a liner. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Into the box, Ben Zobrist. And there he goes towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
So much of baseball comes down to making your own breaks, controlling the tempo, and this is a great call in a tie ball game to send that runner from first. So now the go-ahead run moves all the way up to third base on that hit and run.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Stepping in now, Javier Baez. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with the 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with one big out on the scoreboard now. Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say up to this point. They've been whipping left and right. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Donaldson is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2. Chris Bryant gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game. And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. One run is scored. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And the slide is going to beat the tag by Martin. He's in there at the plate.
He's on cloud 9 down there at first base. Fired up, excited, and he should be. That's a big single, gives them a 2-run lead.
Brett Cecil will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Brett Cecil.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. His first homer here in the series as they open it up to 8-3.
Well, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, you're going to have some things go your way. And I didn't really think this had a chance to stay fair, but sure enough, it bangs right off the foul pole, and that, folks, is a home run.
Standing in now, Dexter Fowler. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. To third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Cubbies are in front 8-3. Felipe Gonzalez will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 4.
Leading off the inning, Troy Tulowitzki, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
The 1-1 pitch. And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And another foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Third baseman, number 20.
Good hard slider that time. You'll see the 10-inch break on pitch track. That all adds up to a pretty good pitch.
Now batting, Josh Donaldson. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
Into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just 1 swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
And they'll hold the lead runner at third, but the batter does end up making it to second with only one away. Jose Bautista stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat. Well, that's the second strikeout of the inning now, sandwiched around the 2 straight hits. He's definitely got swing and miss stuff, and this is a pretty good example of it right here.
In now, Chris Colabello. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it took him an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Cubs win this one 8-3. Good night from Toronto.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 3 minutes.